All right, Average Guy reviews Dune. So I came into this movie with no prior knowledge of Dune, any of the backstory, any of the lore, but also I had no expectations. This movie kind of snuck up on me. I saw some of the trailers a long time ago, but then it got delayed for like 8 years, and kind of just came out of nowhere for me. So, some of the pros. They've done a very good job at getting people up to speed with what this universe is for people that aren't familiar. I had no knowledge of it whatsoever, and I felt like at the end of the movie, I understood what was going on and didn't really have any questions. I want to know more, but I didn't really have any questions. So, next up, good world building. There is a lot of world building, like a lot. That's going to be kind of a con, but I personally really like that. I like universes. I'm a big fan of like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, any like universe where like there's different vehicles and you kind of have to get, dig your fingers into it and imagine a bit. So I really like that. But I can see some people, maybe not. We'll get to that, back to that in a minute. The weapons, the story, the universe itself is very cool. Like the Dragonfly ship, the actors are good. It's a very solid universe. The action scenes, while they are kind of sparse, there's a lot of politics and again, world building for things to happen. But the action scenes that are there are very cool. It's kind of a unique take on what you would expect, I guess. It's got a like a medieval, like futuristic vibe, which is weird to say, but you'll know when you watch the movie. So now on to the cons. So while this isn't an overly complex movie, you're gonna have to like actually pay attention to really appreciate it. This is not a movie I would watch in the background or have it running while you're on your phone. Like you need to sit down and like actually watch this thing to really get the most out of it. I know that sounds like a weird con. Like what kind of movie are you going to watch where you don't have to really pay attention? But there are some popcorn, like for example, Transformers. Like I can watch Transformers on another monitor and I'm like, oh, I'll look over. They're fighting. Robots transforming. Whatever. I'm not paying attention to the story or the world. Whatever. It's robots. Who gives a shit? This movie, especially if you have no prior knowledge, you're going to want to actually pay attention. So, and with that being said, it takes a while for anything to happen. You're going to get about an hour plus into this movie before anything actually happens because there's a ton of world building. It's a big universe. There's a lot of stuff going on. It is cool. The world building is cool, but it's a lot of it. This is a long movie, and you're gonna get like an hour plus into it before anything really happens. And the final con is that the movie is kind of a giant cock tease. Good and bad. Again, this goes back to it's a lot of world building, but they literally end the movie with the phrase, "This is only the beginning," and they teased all this shit in the movie that never happens, which is frustrating if you wanted like a real ending. But yeah, there's not really a real ending here. They're setting this up for a sequel or a trilogy or whatever. I'm not sure what the plan is, but overall, I did enjoy the movie. But yeah, you just want more. I mean, the movie's 2.5 hours long, and you want more. So maybe that means it's a good movie. Just didn't really have like a solid like boom, knock your knuckles twice on the desk ending, right? So, final score, I liked it. Average Guy reviews Dune.